King. Sir King. Sir King. Sir King.
Canvas.
Sir King. Sir King. Sir King. Sir King.
Well, hello. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I had to go live with all the gremlins asleep. You know what I'm saying? I had to go live with all the gremlins asleep. You know what I'm saying? Cause child. But what's up, Cheryl, the spoiler Burnett? We're gonna talk about the NBA, child. What's up? You said good morning, SK. I'm still watching these playoffs. Bye later. That's what we gotta talk about the NBA in a minute, y'all. It's Ray Black. Don't know if she black, but how you doing? Thank you for being here, Ray Black. Appreciate you with your black self. All right, see, what's up, Beverly? Beverly Johnson, how you doing? Is that Miss? I don't think that's Miss Beverly, but how you doing, Beverly Johnson? C-Mac TV told me to go back to sleep. No, it's probably the most enjoyable time of the day because the Booger Wolves and the Gremlins are asleep. So y'all better enjoy it. All right, so let me bring up my agenda real quick. I did make an agenda. So let me see how to put it back up here. Because I ain't been on here in a minute. Hold on, y'all. They always switching something. Damn. Like, okay. Oh, they get on my nerves all that switching. Oh, Lord. 1 second, y'all. All right. Then they take us through another step to make sure we want to share it. Okay, there we go. What's up, Mommy Popo? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm sure I'm a black woman. Well, that's what Davin says too. So you know. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. And that's what Jay Dunn says. But we gotta check because Jay Dunn can kind of pigmentation light over there. Anyway, we'll round on. We'll round on. So this is agenda. I don't know if you can see it, but it is kind of long. We got some stuff to talk about. So first, we're gonna talk about the NBA, the world. Talk with the OG. She lured me, no Jim. Then we get to the news that you absolutely cannot use. Is scammers believe scammers? Jay Wilson better stop. Tulsa licks his bald head. YTC no smoke. This troller going to get heads rolling. Sunny bosses Ken and Dimples. All that church and okay. So that is oh, there she is. Damn. You won't sleep either. See, anyway, I know you deep down, you think you a Cherokee Indian, right? I'm just saying. Anyway, move right along. So yeah, we got it quite an agenda to go through in a short period of time. What's up, Mommy Popo? What you talking about busted? You the one that busted people for a living. Talking about you, Mommy Popo. Why you didn't bust Pizarro yet with all that lying and twerking and shaking the ass and polluting the air while she do it? Why you ain't busted her yet for environmental infringingness? Lying. Don't know if she got a boy or a girl. Anyway. What's up, Black Pearl? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I'm glad you didn't take offense to that comment, Davin, because some people be like, hey, I'm actually Apache. No, that is what Catherine Powell is. You mean Apache here, missing? Anyway, moving right along. Oh, we're going to keep pushing through. First, we'll talk about the NBA, y'all. So the NBA, listen, first off, we know the NBA isn't rigged because the Lakers got booted. The Lakers got booted in the first round. But then it's like, yo, what's gonna be in the finals? Because Memphis lost, The Lakers lost. Nobody care about no Denver and Clippers. That's a snore fest. You got Indiana and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the East, for what I can see, and some other teams. So you got Golden State still alive. So I'm like, is the NBA final? And I don't Boston. Like, is the NBA finals gonna be a dud this year? Nah, let's go back to the Lakers. The Lakers gonna have to make some major moves. They gonna how that coach gonna get up and say he not gonna play their center, Hayes. I'm like, Rudy Gobert was killing them last night. It wasn't killing him because he's skilled, but was killing him because he's 7'4" or 2. And I'm like, yo, stop being so damn stubborn. Put the boy in for a minute. At least he can give you some energy. It was just like he said, I'm not gonna play whatever his name is. Hayes is his last name. And I'm like, yo, Rudy is kicking your ass on the rebound. You need to put him in. And I'm just like, yo, and then Luca, he walking around like an old ass man. He walking around like Bertha Mae Jackson on the basketball court. For real, for real. He all humped over, and the boy is only 25, 27. And I'm like, y'all, that's what y'all need to start with is getting his ass in shape. He not in shape. He's semi shape, but he got a little. You know how when you kind of plump, he got that little piece of fat under his skin, under his chin. I was looking at him when they had a coach. I said, "He got. How are you an NBA player? All you do is run and jump, and you got a little bulge of fat under your. You should be sculpted like a model." For real, for real. And I'm like, yeah, you out of shape. Yeah, you definitely out of shape. So they need to get his porky pig ass on a diet and in the gym. And I'm not being cold and callous because when one time he showed up in Dallas, his butt was bloated. I'm like, ooh, child, he over there eating with Jay Wilson. But now I honestly feel they need to get him right. He in a different state, different nutritionist, all that, because he's just walking around, like I said, just like an old man. Like, where's the wheelchair? For real, for real. And then they need to go get them a center. I know they try to do that in the trade and they got denied because the guy didn't pass the physical. But they need to go get them a center because there was no reason that man was 7'4", 7'2". Well, he wasn't even dominating. He was just tall, and it's like, how can you be a coach and say I'm not gonna put this player in? I don't know. Anyway, and then he was getting mad. JJ Redick, the coach, said, "Oh, because he played all his whole starting five the second half with no rest." And they're like, "Oh, you're questioning my move because I'm inexperienced." Well, you just busted yourself. You said your own self was inexperienced. So, child, there's a lot going on. So we'll see what the Lakers do. It would have been nice to have seen them progress to the next round and maybe the finals. But to get bounced in the first round by the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I'm not even knocking the Timberwolves. And what's crazy is the Timberwolves traded one of their best players, Karl Anthony Towns, last year to the New York Knicks. So to me, they really didn't get that better. They got Julius Randle, but who cares? Julius Randle, whatever. But Anthony Edwards is a great player. I'm not getting you wrong, but you got Luca, you got LeBron. Come on, I think they should have laid it. I don't know. Anyway, so when people say the NBA rigged, I'm like, I don't know. Unless they're trying to usher in a new guard because they're trying to see who's going to be the next star once LeBron leaves, because LeBron is the face of the league right now. So once LeBron leaves, who else? So I don't know. I don't. They say Jason Tatum, but I'm like Jason Tatum kind of soft. I don't know. I think it's Anthony. What's up, Chief Chef Outspoken? You know, I know this is old news, but Deanna had smoke for you, just in case you didn't know. Grand rising to you. Yeah, woo child. Diving deeper. Not even though, yeah, he over there. He did look plump over there. Look like he was eating like a porky pig. That's why they said they traded him because he did not want to or would not adhere to controlling his diet. I'm like, all you do is get to eat. Like, I honestly feel y'all should they should not miss no damn free throws. They should not miss no 3 pointers. They had the nerve to be airballing 3 pointers. I'm like, listen, if all you get to do is play basketball and you get paid, you should not miss. I mean, I understand you're gonna miss, but the way they miss it, I'm like, what the hell? What do y'all be doing all day? But anyway, it's just like y'all don't practice. Like, it's dudes I be shooting with at the gym. They barely miss, and if they do miss, it's like one or two. Not like they be missing. I'm like, what do y'all do? Like y'all ain't got no dedication to y'all craft. Paying $8 million, $5, $6 million a year to play basketball. Y'all can't get it right, and they only practice 2, 3 times a day. Right? It's just like they don't practice all day. They don't do no 9 to 5. They ain't in the gym 9 to 5. They there a couple times a day. So they go, they warm up, they get stretched, they go see the trainer, they go through practice for about 2, 3, 4 hours, then they leave, and then they go do what they need to do for the rest of the day. That's pretty much it. Anyway, what's up, Dr. Soapy? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. All right, so let me get into some more news. I know y'all want to hear nothing about basketball all damn day. But that's what's going on. Okay, there's hockey going on too, but I don't know nothing about no damn hockey. CBAC TV says, "Do you think it's a point shaving scheme?" Well, you got to understand CBAC TV. Now they can bet from everything from free throws to how many points a person gonna get in a quarter to how many dunks to all that stuff. So I really feel bad for the referees because anything they gonna do is gonna be called into question, or they don't allow it's gonna be called into question. But sometimes you got to think about it. If a player drops a ball on purpose or misses a layup on purpose, you never know. You never know. But they allowed it. They allowed the gambling to happen. So, all right, let's get into the next thing is the world. Okay, this world is crazy. All right, there's so much. Listen, y'all. Where do I want to start? I want to start with a clip that I heard. I don't have the clip, but I want to start with a piece of what I heard the president say yesterday. This man literally said, instead of your children having 30 baby dolls this Christmas, maybe they'll just have 2. And I was like, what? I said, I know this man did not just say that. I was like, what in the world? And yes, he did say that. And I was like, oh, hell no. That man said, instead of your children having 30 baby dolls, now they'll just have 2. And you know what? You may have to pay a little bit more for those 2. I was like, what? So pretty much you said was, first of all, he said we overconsume. Second of all, he said, okay, yeah, your child may be used to having an overabundance of toys for the holiday, but now they may just have 2 just because of all these tariffs, which scares me. And him saying that, and one, he said, oh, he knows the ramifications and the repercussions of what his tariffs are doing. 2, he don't mind it, and y'all just gonna have to deal with it. I'm like, oh my god! Because what I was hoping was he didn't understand like the widespread consequences of his actions, but clearly he's a parent. And all this, listen, y'all, all these earnings that's going on, like Google going up and Amazon this, Amazon this. He pretty much just told Amazon that they are doing a hostile and unpatriotic act by showing y'all how much the tariffs are, how much your prices are going up because of tariffs. So I'm just think he said with these earnings, like, look, yeah, y'all go up now because next month or in a couple of months, y'all earnings gonna go to doo doo. Because it's just not making no sense to me. Because for Friday, y'all need to be looking out for Friday because the Friday the employment report comes out, right? So that's gonna give a microcosm of if the economy is going to collapse. But what I'm really hearing is in May, which is this month, June and July, it's really gonna get like that's when we really gonna get into the heart of figuring out the impact of the tariffs and people being laid off and all that. It's already happening, but I feel like the magnitudes are happening. Now he's trying to force Jerome Powell to cut the interest rate because the Federal Reserve is led by Jerome Powell and they determine the interest rate. The interest rate is still high because he's not level of inflation. It's not where he wants it. So the one thing they look at when they want to cut the interest rate is inflation, but also whether or not what the unemployment rate is. So I think he's trying to get the man to cut the interest rate. But then again, if he cut the interest rate, is that really going to stimulate business? No, because you still have the effects of the tariffs. So it's like, what are we doing here? You still you playing Fulio because you're trying to say, okay, if he cut the interest rate, yeah, the market is going to react in a positive way, but you still got the effects of the tariffs. So it's like, yeah, you won in one regard, but you're going to lose in another. So, but with double whammy, it's more even more apparent. I guess. I guess it's two times the effect. So and he keep going after Jerome Powell, calling him, oh, he don't know what he doing. He knows everything about, Donald Trump said he know everything about Israel. It's just like, yo, it's like professionalism and decorum and sophistication is definitely not in this administration. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that Friday. You should see a lot of stuff. I think the market gonna go red because the report has to include those layoffs in DC. So we shall see. And if it's not in this job report, it's gonna be in the next. So I'm just telling y'all to watch out. They said we gonna have some in the they said in the summer, in the middle of the summer, we might be in a recession. So just prepare, y'all. Just prepare. But I think this is all about. I think this is all by design. I really do. I think this is all by design. Also, they started talking about that bird flu thing, and like I'm saying, let me tell you something. Why would he cut the CDC or whatever that government agency was that was responsible for um, preventing diseases and stuff? Why would you cut that? I know he did that in the first administration that led us to be ill prepared, but now he did it again, and it's like, are you like? I think they try to reset. I honestly feel they try to reset some stuff. I don't know how, but I did try to reset some stuff, right? So, and then China over there saying they're not going to cave, but I'm hearing China struggling too because they had to shut down all they pretty much all their factories and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, y'all. It's me, Jazzy. What's up? It's me, Jazzy. Says Trump doesn't care. He is looking out for billionaires only. But yeah, but his billionaires are mad at him too. Jeff Bezos sure as hell is mad at him. He put Jeff Bezos in a headlock. So it's something going on, y'all. They trying to do something, and I just can't figure it out. So keep y'all abreast. Um, Ray Black says to get the idiot out of office. Dr. Soapy says, ridiculous man. Social path who's living on a bonus life, especially his life is over, knowing he will not be here to do well the structure he has done. So Dr. Soapy, if you gonna put that, then you gonna pretty much say that man is a puppet. So who is he a puppet to? Who is he a puppet to? Right? What's really going on? What's really the master plan? Because the rate and speed they move it is like they got no time to waste. It's been 100 days and they already causing all this confusion. So it's something else going on. Something else. Somebody else is pulling the strings and all that other stuff. Well, we shall see. Stay prepared. Y'all, yeah, stay prepared. Very fast. Some of the stuff they moving fast, we don't even know about. Some of the stuff that's really, I guess, really concerning, we don't even know about until it's too late. He's a puppet. I don't know. He's a puppet to somebody who's very strategic to get him reelected. Also, if y'all got student loans and y'all ain't been paying y'all student loans, they gonna garnish y'all wages. Just so y'all know, they talk about they gonna garnish people wages. Talk about May 5th or something. If y'all ain't paid y'all student loans, so just y'all might want to look into that. They coming for people paychecks, but we shall see. Well, Ray Black must have saying that he's stepping away. Must have said because he. That's why I was upset with that. That's why I was upset with that whole not Tulsa Tesla earnings call. But I knew he was gonna pull that. I knew he was gonna pull that. I said I know this man gonna say he gonna step away from Doge to get the stock price of his company to go up. And sure enough, he said he gonna step away from Doge, and then the stock price of his company going up, and it's still going up. It's still going. Now they said they were going to hire a search team to replace him as CEO. I guess before he divulged that he was stepping away for Doge, but I honestly personally feel that that's not true. He's still going to have some kind of role in it. It's just going to be maybe less involved to some degree. But yeah, um, so he going back to Tesla. But he lost a lot of money too. But I think he got what he wanted, and some things can't be measured in dollars. So he probably got information that he always been craving and stuff like that. Also, he's trying to start this money system called something X, and that whole government agency that was designed to protect the people. He got rid of them. So I guess whatever he wanted to get, he got to put in this because he's supposed to be starting this financial money system called X something. I don't know. I forgot the name of it, but it made sense. He don't need to be there all 4 years. Just go in from the beginning, get what he want, and that's all he wanted. So I felt. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. But you never know. What's up, Brixton babe? I'm here for the mess. How you doing? Good to see you. It's me, Jazzy says, yep, I got an email today about my student loans. So yeah, I got student loans and I ain't been paying on them. You know, they gonna start garnishing y'all wages. So yeah, Ray Black. I'm just telling you right now. I'm gonna prefer the old school cars than these new schools because I'll tell you these new school cars. It's just a matter of time before they repo themselves and stuff. They already can repo themselves. I mean, they could drive to the dealership when you late for your payment or something. Now, if they could do all that, somebody get a bad line, put a bad line of code, they can sell their control cars. So, and then this robo taxi thing, child, don't get me started on that. So, what do you say? Wheelchair Abbott wants to bring Doge to Texas. Well, they're supposed to be releasing that robo taxi in Austin in June, but we'll see. Oh Lord, they ain't controlling. Lemon Hill, Sir King Jerome Powell is the first Anglo I ever heard. I know, right? That would not pass this resume test, boy. When I had Jerome, I was like, Jerome in the house. No, Jerome. I was like, what? Not to be biased, but white people ain't normally named Jerome. So, but he is gangster because one time he told him to close the, excuse my French. There at this time there were some protesters and he was at this event and I guess he had to come through this door that was supposed to have security and it was breached. And he said, close the fucking door. So him, I was like, what? This man said that? So I guess he got a little gangster in him because he know how to handle Trump, without, losing it all. So yeah. So yeah, Jerome. Jerome in the house. What's up, Krista? Oh Lord. Child, these people. Child, they been wanting attention so bad. Anyway. What's up, Natasha? I miss you, Natasha. How you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Adore, with your adorable self? Good to see you. What'd you say, Dr. Soapy? Thank you, biting my nose. Oh, child, you were lucky you. All right. Let me see. Okay, I'm reading your comments and I'm gonna continue to go what we need to talk about. Did you hear? Yeah, I heard that boy, Mama. You want to hear Lemon Mama? Y'all, this is what Lemon Mama really said to his ass. Okay, his disrespectful ass. Hold on. This is what Lemon Mama really said.
Get everybody out my house, but it's Crip style. Watch how I get about my house, y'all. Get out. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Get the fuck. Get the fuck. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Nigga, quick cut. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Oh hell no. Nigga, quick cut. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Huh?
That's what she gonna do. Next time he gonna lie, that's what she really gonna say. Okay, Lemon, your mama gonna be the reason your ass get doxxed. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Lemon. That is Lemon. Your mama. I'm not saying this as no threat. I'm just saying this as truth. Okay, based on what we've seen. I'm going by observation. Your mama gonna be out here. She gonna inadvertently be the reason why the streets. know your business. That's what I'm saying. Cause she over there, oh Lord, I'm just saying. Oh, that's twice, right? That's twice, right? That's twice. I'm just sitting back like, that's karma. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Uh, I sometimes wonder what if Lemon was not my co-host, what would I do with the things that we hear, child? Because you know I'll be behind the scenes making videos and clips, and I don't because it's like I can't. That was my co-host, even though he's disrespectful as fuck. It's still that component there. Because Lord, imagine if I could, ooh, child, I could make some good old nasty clip, but I just can't. You know what I mean? I can only do this, y'all. What Lemon Mama say? What she about to say?
Get everybody out my house, but it's Crip style. Watch how I get about my house, y'all. Get out. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Get the fuck. Get the fuck. Get the fuck up in my house, nigga. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Nigga, quick cut. Get the fuck up my house, nigga.
Oh hell no!
Nigga, quick cut. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Huh?
Mm, mm, mm. Now I'm reading some of y'all comments. And y'all saying I didn't see what ZX did. No, I didn't see that. Madame Scorpio, what's up, Madame Scorpio? I don't think I said hello to you. She tired. I'm telling you why she's tired in a minute. That's right. It's me, Jazzy, hit it right on the head. I couldn't imagine my son hollering and banging on my walls all night long. I could agree. And she might have had a shift change, y'all. Did you see? Oh, that's already there. Okay, let me see. Lemon Mama sound upset. Okay, so Black Pearl says I missed that. What she said, I think it happened on Cole's channel. Child, the introduction of these old new people. But yeah, it happened on his channel. Is Tracy going to take care of him? I heard she's trying to get to St. Louis via Greyhound or Megabus. So I don't, I don't care if that man was born in 1985. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better be careful with this doxing because you only could go by what the information that the internet gives you, right? And they up here supposedly alleged doxing that man. And y'all might be doxing the wrong person. I'm just gonna say that. But going back to the mama comment, I'm sure she is tired. But I honestly feel that mama tolerating that stuff because she getting the cut of the check. That's what I feel. I will reserve myself from saying that, but he been disrespectful as fuck. So I don't care. But I feel Mama's just tired of that. Like somebody said, I think it's me, Jazzy said. Imagine your son up there screaming and yelling and calling people. And let me just say this. Well, I ain't scared to say it. I can't watch them. I can't. In the way he dogged out Bertha May. Now I don't know what Bertha May did to him, but the way he was just sitting there calling her old and this and that, it was just mad disrespectful. And there's a comedic way to drag older people, you know what I mean? But it's just so much malice and malicious, and that's just you just can't tell me that's you. You know, I mean, that's not you, right? So I just say I'm just saying, like, his mama probably get tired of hearing that. And then that's probably the antithesis of what she wants to hear is her son cursing and screaming and yelling vulgarities and stuff like that. Because she probably know these motherfuckers better not pull up at my house or we gonna have a problem. Or you gonna have a problem. Because in the real world, you talk to somebody like that, it's about to go down. You know? Oh Lord. She dropped down. What she say? I'm gonna get his ass. Okay. All right. I'll be waiting. I'm like, damn, he talked to her. He was like, the only reason they do this because they're old. I'm like, bitch, you gonna be old one day too. Okay. Oh Lord. It's these what they call them YNs that feel like they're gonna be Superman and be young all day, every day. It's like shit, these old people can be able to beat your ass. Like, you know what I mean? We gonna get into that. And what's up, Ron P? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Sleeping and dreaming. Oh Lord, don't tell them you sleeping and dreaming of Sir King. Child, they gonna run with that whole narrative. Cheryl Burnett said he disrespectful in his mama home. Mm, mm, That's why she was crip walking and telling him to get the F out. What's it called? Gangland style. Bobby Popo says, if I go to limits, I'll turn the volume down. Just read the chat. That's crazy. Put your ear pods on, whatever AirPods. It's me, Justice. I already have anxiety. Don't be yelling and banging on my walls, especially in the middle of the night. Yeah, it's just oof. Yeah, it's a lot going on. Brixton Bay said lemon curses everybody out, but Brick said I agree. But it's like the way it's just some Ness curses everybody out. But Ness curses people out in a comedic fashion that most of the time I could tell like, okay, this is she's playing a role. But that mofo over there, he cursed people out like you don't know if he like that boy put some truth and heart in it, and it's like, yo, this is for real. Cleopatra, don't say that. Don't do- Oh Lord! All right, let me see what y'all say because we still got a lot to go through in this agenda. All right, what's up, Asia from Brooklyn? Limit has become unrecognizable, and the stuff Dimplez posted is not helping his case and lies for no reason. I can't get with the lies either, man. I can't get with the lies from. Oh, yeah. Lemon live roasted me. I'm coming with all facts about him. Ooh, child, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that. What do you? I'm gonna get Miss Me Jazzy. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. Subliminally, it's Me Jazzy. All right, so we talked about. All right, so we talked about the world. Pretty much, y'all. I think we're going into a recession. Listen, y'all. They Amazon already told you they buy most of their stuff. So is the Amazon business going to decline? Shemu, Temu, they all said, or Sheen, they said they raising prices on us too. I just think what we're gonna have to do is we just gonna have to adjust. We're not gonna be able to consume as much as we consume. We provide a lot of income for the world, and we just gonna have to sometimes, I guess, bury the hatchet, whatever they call it, bury down the hatchet, whatever. They also talk about he trying to hurry to get this tax bill done. So if you make less than 200K, you won't have to pay no income tax. But then you're like, okay, so wait a minute, you got a deficit, government. So how you going to pay for what you owe? How you going to pay your bills? He's like, oh, the tariffs are going to do that. I hope he know what he's doing because if these countries find a way to survive without us, then what you going who gonna have to come to the negotiation table? And the way that we done piss people off, people are not too keen to come to the negotiation table with us. So I hope you got this grandmaster plan that's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. And he seems to be serious because he wants to get this done by Memorial Day. I don't know, but like I said, the government pays their bills based on taxes. And now they want to talk about, oh, we want to tax the super rich. The super rich ain't gonna be to all for that. So we'll see. We'll see on that. So we'll see on that. So I was at a function the other day. I had a talk with an OG, and this lady it was crazy because we was all sitting down at the table with some kind of function. I'm not telling y'all what it was because y'all like the dogs over here. So it was some function, and we was sitting around the table. I didn't know this lady. It's like one of the random things. We sit around the table, and the lady, it was it was older, way older. Like I said, OG. So we're all most of the majority of us are on our phones, and I knew she was talking kind of like to me. I said, "Oh, I want." She said, "Oh, I wonder what we did when we didn't have phones." So I caught the shade. She was like, "Oh, well," I said, "Talk," but the reason why we couldn't get on our phone because the area had poor reception. So I couldn't get on my phone, so we had to talk. And she had a good point. She's like, "Yeah, people. That's what people don't do no more. They don't talk." They're all on their phone. The phone is the conversation. They don't talk. So we had a good conversation. It was sad. It was sad. She was 84 years old or 86 years old, something like that. And it was sad because she was talking. Well, she was jovial. She looked like she's really 65, to be honest. It was a white woman, so I'm just setting the stage so you know what the interaction was. It wasn't a black woman; it was a white woman. Um, and it was interesting. It was just a good conversation we had for the majority of the day. She was talking about, unfortunately, she had to bury her son at 56 due to cancer. That was sad. I was sad because that was sad. And I'm like, damn, she 86. I'm like, she ain't no walker. She was, living on her own. I mean, not living on her own, but walking on her own. She was quick with it. But she was like, yeah, people don't even know how to tell time. They don't know how to what direction it is and stuff like that. So it's like she had many good points. So I wanted to share that with y'all. What's up, Klondike? How you doing? Which I said, I don't care about Jeff Bezos and his big head. Yeah, I care about my eggs. It's not going to work. China's already dismissed the U.S. and picked up Europe to help offset the loss of the U.S. economy. Also, need to be stressful. You got to think about it. They want to get away from the dollar. And I also feel, is this a process of the de-dollarization of the United States? Are we trying to become, well, all these, is this part of the phase of the world becoming less reliant on the United States and switching to a different international currency, a global currency? The only way you could do it is do something as extreme as this. Cut off your own damn legs. It's me, Jazzy says, oh, people say what the F they want. I love it when they are not on my ass. Yeah, they do. Yeah, she was taking subliminal. I could have stayed on my phone because but I didn't. She was nice, and she gave me a hug at the end. I was like, "Oh, how sweet, how sweet." All right, so let's move on. What else? She lured me. Okay, so I have this lady friend that I ain't seen in a minute because I don't like some of her tactics. So when I don't like some of your tactics, I kind of in my real life I stay away from you. I knew something was wrong, but she's like, "Hey, sir, can we haven't seen each other in a minute? You should come by." And I'm like, "Hmm." I said, "Okay." Then she made me like commit to a date, like an actual day and time. I'm like, "Shit." I'm like, "All right." So I had to put in my calendar, and I went over there. Right. So this woman likes to put me to work. So I dressed up in a way where you would know not to put me in work. Okay. So she said, "Oh, I'm a cook. I'm a cook for you." I said, "Oh, okay." So she really want to see me. I said, "Okay, cool. Like we good then, because I'm gonna tell you about some of her sneaky ways." Okay. So she called me. She says, "Oh, what's your ETA?" I'm like, "It should be there about 40 minutes or so, whatever." And she said, and I called, and I had a, and when as I was getting ready, I had a missed call from her. So I picked up the phone. I called her. I said, "Okay, I'm turning. Why you texting me? Why you call me?" She said, "Oh, I'm just, I'm at the store, getting some, getting some food to make some breakfast." For her. I'm like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Do you want bacon or, sauces?" And I said, it don't matter. It don't matter. Whatever, whatever. I'm not a picky eater when it comes to breakfast, right?" She said, "Okay, okay, all right, all right." So I get there, she cooking breakfast. So she did hold up the end of her bargain. But she was trying to put my ass to work. So this is what she messed up at. Don't feed me if you need me. Don't feed me if you need me. Okay? Because what happened was when her plan went wrong is she fed me, but she needed me. And I got sleepy. So homegirl was trying to use me to move some stuff, and I was listen, y'all. While I was chomping on that damn pancake, okay, because she cooked me some pancakes, scrambled eggs. She cut up some fruit. She got some expensive orange juice. She got the healthy kind of pancake. I posted on my community wall. I got she said, "Oh, you need to eat this because this is healthy." I'm gonna post it on my community wall when I get done because she said this is really healthy for you. So she got the expensive eggs. Oh, like she said, it cost her $8. She got the expensive orange juice because she's like trying to be real health conscious and all that, right? And what she cooked me a sausage and all that, right? She cut up the strawberry, blueberry, banana. I was like, oh damn, okay. So then she's like, look, Sir King. I'm like, oh shit, I ain't nothing created. You just didn't want to see me because you missed me. No, then she says, look, Sir King, or look, SK. Um, I want to know, like, you haven't stopped talking to me, and it seems like I'm the one that's doing all the initiation. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I just been busy. I just been busy. And she's like, no, don't give me. I just been busy. Like I should be at least hearing from you on a weekly. But I want to know. I just want to know. I want to know. Like, do you want like continue to be my friend? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Yeah, 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 yeah. I was like, yeah, of course. I just be so busy. I just said, okay. So now while I'm chomping down on the damn pancake, she says, well, SK, I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna need you to help me move some of this stuff and all. I was like, ooh, I got so mad. I said, you done lured me over here because you had an ulterior motive to put me to work. She's like, yeah, you see these dishes above the sink. I'm gonna need you to help get them down for me and all this. Then she said, yeah, I got some stuff in the garage. Yeah, they're gonna help need some moving too. Like, what the hell? So mind you, you knew I dressed up not to get involved, not to be bothered, not to be bothered today. They're gonna work me like a slave. So I came with some jeans, some nice shoes, some nice sneakers, a nice polo. We ain't putting me to work today. I opened up the nine. She said, "Oh, it's over there in the garage." Now the garage goes from the kitchen. So I'm like, I opened that damn thing. I was like, what the this? That shit looked like Tulsa's, not Tulsa, excuse me, looked like Sparkle's house. I was like, what in the stuff everywhere? You had uh uh debris here, debris there, cabinets here, cabinets there. And she had the nerve to say, well, the stuff on the outside is organized, but the stuff in the middle, well, we'll just have to sort that out. Who is we? Who is we? So then she took me to the bedroom, y'all. Okay. Not to get not to lay me down. Okay, but to tell me what headboard that Ness don't have or didn't have, what headboard she wanted me to move, and some heavy ass oak made tree cabinet that she had up in there that she needed moved. I was like, "Ooh, ooh, what?" So this is the part where I started getting sleepy. She said, "Oh, oh, oh, I see you looking tired. You sleepy. Oh, you ate too much." Huh?" I said, "Oh, no, 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 just no." Mm-mm. But hell yeah, I was tired. She gave me too much to eat, and I was tired of eating. That was not gonna happen that day. So she had the nerve to sit up here and open her damn calendar and tell me what day work. Now I told her that. She's like, nah, I gotta work that day. Why start? I was like, this entitled kitchen maid cooker. Like, how you gonna sit up here and then tell me no, that don't work for you? But that's the one. That's the same woman who dog farted in my car. So I was just letting you know. Listen, she lured me over there, and I'm none too happy. I was hot. I was heated. I was so glad I dressed the way I dressed because she did would have been like, "Oh well, you look like you ready to move some stuff. Let's go." No, that's just people, people. Mm-mm. It's me. Jesse says nope. Leave her house. They're blocked. Then she had to say that as I was leaving, it's me, Jazz. And she gonna sit up there and says, I really care for you. I really care for you. I want to make sure you are right. You know, it makes me feel it's one sided when I always reach. I was like, yeah, it makes me always feel one sided too when you always calling me over here to move some stuff. I was like, what? I really care for you. And she gonna give me this deep, long hug. I was like, anyway. So all right, handyman. Ain't nobody handyman need to be stress free. That stressed me out, to be honest. know, but damn, she lured me over there. She knew she wasn't gonna live. I would not have showed up. But she told me, I really felt that she was doing a goodwill gesture to catch up. No, no, she wanted to catch up to see how quick I could move some stuff out her house. Dang, I thought she wanted some meat. What's meat? Um, I thought Miss Me Jazzy boy. I had pictured myself getting ready to leave with the Avatar mobile and her saying, "What? Where you going?" You know, I really, she butters you up with the good for you. She sure did. And then tell me, well, I'm gonna need you. Oh damn! Why I'm stuffing food in my mouth? What? Ooh, y'all, some of y'all manipulative. Where she found it's fake. Where she found it cost you damn $11. You must be eating them healthy eggs. Yes, itis is a mofo, Asia. All right, let me see. Let me see. Not feed me. Them out. Them out me to work. Oh, they asked you to work. Yeah. Yeah. When she did the reverse, I would have been gone. Need be she wanted me to help her move some stuff out of her garage and all this, and she got plans on what's going. Child, she had plans on when we gonna put it out on the curb. And I was like, really? It's just like it's sometimes you gotta be an asshole to people, to be honest, for real, for real. Always on my beard. What you say? What's up, Sagittarius? I had to take a break from you. Always on my beard. You mean your break? All right. All right. Let's see. So that was that. That was a stressful situation because I don't like to do people like that. But she kind of, how you gonna lure somebody over there? She lured me over there, child. All right. No gym. I haven't been going to the gym because I'm just tired. I was just tired. I've been tired. So I decided to take a little hiatus, but I'm still doing stuff at the house. But I drove yesterday. Listen, I drove all the way to the damn gym, drove around the parking lot, and drove out. Oh my god! I was just not feeling it yesterday. I was not feeling it. I took so like you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. I went, drove around the parking lot, and drove out. I was like, I was just not feeling it. So when I'm doing that and I'm not feeling it, something's telling me that so I just don't feel like going because it's just ugh. Yeah. So that's what I did. I worked out my car more than anything. That was crazy. I was like, what? And then got stuck in traffic. I was like, what in the world? All the time I spent in traffic after turning around, I could have spent the time, but I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. And when I'm not feeling it, I just like it's just mm, I just find it as drudgery. So maybe my body was telling me something. So all right, let me see. Gas too high. You might as well should have did. I know that's what it said. That's what I should have done. Lemon appears Choo Choo to be under his mother's supervision, and his animal is a service dog because BBW said he's blind and what? Oh, y'all killing me. Why else would allow would a point? Sorry, adopt allow a vicious dog? Y'all crazy. So Lemon is blind in one eye. He got a service dog, and he's under the care of his mama. Now that could have some credibility because they allow that dog in that apartment or whatever it is. His mama ain't kicked his ass out, which means she might be getting a check to care for him. Which might mean why he always wearing that do it because he might have that special kind of head. He might have that special kind of head. Y'all know what head I'm talking about. He might got that special kind of head. That head for them people. You can see people with that kind of head, and you're like, okay, I know what they about. You know what I mean? Like they delayed when they got that kind of head. So when they got that kind of, so that's maybe why he feel like the do rag. And we saw him in his true form. We can, probably put two and two together. that he got that that special kind of head. That mean he might be slow. So, or the special kind of head that mean you kind of you got some got some going on upstairs. What's up, Francis Thibodeau, Sagittarius Nation? You glad Crystal found a man? Like she's so late. Okay. What's up, D, Mr. O? How you doing? Good to see you too. Ray said F said sometimes you have to do a good deed. Well, I didn't want that kind of workout, Teresa. I was not that on listen, Teresa. If you saw that furniture, you would have bypassed it too. You would have bypassed it too. Okay. A room is still a room. Well, apparently not, because living mama told him this.
Get everybody out my house, but it's Crip style. Watch how I get about my house, y'all. Get out. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Get the fuck. Get the fuck. Get the fuck up in my house, nigga. Get the fuck up in my house, nigga. Nigga, Crip cut. Get the fuck up in my house, nigga.
Oh hell no!
Nigga, Crip cut. Get the fuck up in my house, nigga. Huh?
Yeah. So maybe Lemon gonna have to move on out. Mm-hmm. All right. What else we want to talk about? Yeah. So no gym, y'all. I came back. Lifted some weights, did some sit-ups, but that was about it. All right, moving into the news that you absolutely cannot use. If y'all want to, feel free to send a gesture $sign Sir King Crowd. It'll be tremendously appreciated because we give you news that you use in your real life and the stuff you can't as well. Okay. All right. We'll be right back. Here's Dragons, y'all.
Just like the owl comes out at night, my coochie comes out late at night. Night out, night out, night out, night out. Who, 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 who? Oh hell no!
So I saying poop, 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 which I'm sure Dragons be doing on the streets of Miami. But anyway, moving right along. What's up, D? What D? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, moving right along. You said my clips. Yeah, I'll be trying to make it an entertainment platform, y'all. Listen, y'all. Okay, so we gonna get to news that you absolutely cannot use. First, you're gonna talk about scammers believe scammers. That's why I got a picture of motherfucking Sade on here. How the hell is Trish gonna believe what's his name, Simon, that he lived down the street from Sade? Now Sade, whatever they got, we real broke. Real broke. It's in the Lord of the scammers, Trish. Why do you feel that? See, that's the thing. Scammers be getting scammers because Trish, why you think this man couldn't tell you what kind of lawyer he was? He's scared to go down to the police station to deal with his ex-wife that allegedly stole stuff out of his home. And you want to do business with him? I don't know the whole details of the situation, but I heard part of it, and I'm just like, dude, stupid. Like for real. Like you desperate for money. You put that $310,000. Come on, let me tell you something. Anybody with any kind of money ain't wearing the clothes 7 days, 8 days a week. Okay? It ain't even 8 days in a week. That blue thing he wearing and he doing all this trolling. Trish, you dumb. And you been dumb. Like for real. That whole thing with the prison to the jail, everything been a failed venture with you. To the No Dragon Kids campaign and all that shit. Like, come on. Come on. Then you was up there, go sit up there and label a condemned site as the host of the hip hop, whatever it's called, the YouTube Awards. Like everything is just a no for you. Let me just play my Beyonce Jay-Z no clip because you deserve that. It's a no. Stop. Become a nun or something. You might be better at being a nun than you are with all these failed ventures to go to Belize. And what happened if you were taking the people to Belize and could have get back over here? Child, no. It's a big no for you, Trish. No. Beyonce said no. Okay? Just stop, please. She does. She needs to stop all content. It's just sad. It's just mental illness is sad, man. Simon says change that MF Hood, Simon. We all say that. Hmm. All right. What's next? Okay, Jay Wilson better stop. Listen, this Jay Wilson is a thief. How you gonna sit up here and claim and take the catchphrase of another entertainment personality, whatever that name is, Lucius? I don't know where he stole it from, but he'll tell you the girls are mad. The girls are no, the girls are not well. The girls are not well. The girls are not well. And I'm like, yo, and he'll tell you where he stole it from. I'm like, brother, you didn't even try to like switch it. You didn't even try to say the girls are insane. The girls are insane. The girls are just diabolical. Nothing. You just set up there, took that lady or whatever, drag queen, whatever you want to say. Right. I'm like, what? Like, no shame, no nothing. But what's crazy is Jay Wilson, you better stop because you playing with God and you saying hallelujah, all this like making a mockery of God, right? But not only that, he done took the tragedy of Vic Damone, because Vic Damone's wife was in some accident or something. And Vic Damone revealed that his supporters purchased two of his cars or enabled him to purchase. I don't know the details. I don't care. I'm not a big fan of Vic Damone because he said like he got halitosis and fogged up glasses due to cigarette smoke. So when I get that imagery of you, I'm not going to really watching you or care to hear you from you for too long. But he told Jay Wilson that his supporters bought both of his cars. And Jay Wilson's like, what? Like you could tell, like, oh, interesting. So then all of a sudden, Jay Wilson starts a wish list or all this stuff, begging for a water heater. I was like, wow, you have no shame at all in your game. Begging for a damn water heater because this man, you learn that this man's supporters. People don't like you like that. And then you wanna knock everybody and everything, but you're gonna put up a water heater. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put me up a wish list, and they're gonna be in a special wish list. Just downright begging, but then want to knock people when they come out here and need something. So you telling me, Jay Wilson, that you over there shivering when you shower instead of hot tea, you got cold tea? You over there putting sweaters on lyric because you ain't got no heat? Interesting. Interesting. I'm just saying, but you better stop mocking. I had to sit back, and then what's sad was, see, I want to talk about this a long time ago, but I kind of held off on it. He don't even know how to be right. He sat up there and said something about Uncle Claude said, "Ooh, now listen, y'all. I'm not trying to be callous in this time of mourning for Uncle Claude if he's still mourning, but he said, ooh, ooh, I hate to even say this." He said that Uncle Claude's wife wasn't even Uncle Claude's wife wasn't that in the ground yet, and he was over there singing, talking about Uncle Claude when he was doing that karaoke or something. And I'm like, that was so distasteful for you to even say how soon that woman was in the ground or whatever you said. That was so distasteful. And I was like, wow, this man said that about that man. You didn't even have to refer to his wife being in the ground. Yeah, he said that. She wasn't in the. A lot of people say, "Oh, she wasn't in the ground good yet," and he over there singing and doing karaoke and all that. He was singing. He was somewhere singing or something, and then he was making that reference. I was like, that was so distasteful, you know. But he'll get it because God don't like to be mocked. And he's celebrating and screaming and all this stuff because he got a water heater. Mm, Anyway, move on from that. But I just say he better stop. Tulsa licks his bald head. So Tulsa, it was weird. It's kind of weird to me how Tulsa. I only got a few more minutes, y'all. But how Tulsa, how she can't get no traction to her channel. So I was over there. It was two people up in there. It said two viewers, and I was one of them. Somebody else was up in there. It was two viewers, and I'm like, damn, why can't the traction go from Jay Wilson to her? It never can. But this was the scary thing, y'all. Tulsa says something. It seems like she been brainwashed by Jay Wilson. That's why I said she licks his bald head. She says, "Oh, listen, we got somebody was on the panel. I think it may have been Jada. I don't know who's on the panel, but she was like, "Oh, we have a new format over here, just like Jay Wilson." And I'm like, "What the hell?" Like, I think it might be a Lovely Love. Sorry, not Jay Dunn. And I'm like, "Wow, you just going that man done brainwashed you like that?" And then she was like, "He's done so much for me and everything. And when we had Trans Awareness Month, he honored me." I was like, huh? Then you go to Jay Wilson's platform. He over there. I see Tulsa. I see what Tulsa gives. And I'm like, something ain't right with y'all with that. Something not right. Cause I had to go listen to her and I had to go listen to him. And I'm like, I know what Tulsa gives. Okay. All right. Did you give her $25 for more than what y'all see online? I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. Just weird. Dr. Sophie says that's why they will never ever leave that sunken face church queen. That's another reason. Dr. Sophie, you're absolutely right. Because he played, that's why I told SA, listen, if he chose anything else other than God, people wouldn't give him so much of a hard time. But he plays with the Lord like in a really spiritual sense, and is the one that professes to have a deep knowledge of the Lord. So it means that you're playing with the people to connect to them for your own selfish gain. And I think God has been very fair to him in the way he's dealt with him. Anyway. It's me, Jezzy says Tulsa never gets views. She is not authentic. We the people see it and we are not going. Ooh, child. DVD says that's all an act, SK. Mm. All I'm saying, DVD, all I'm saying is this.
Something, 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 something just ain't right. It just ain't right.
That's what I'm saying. Madame Scorpio says, I feel like it was rude for Lever to say Krista and Claude should date. Well, she has to live vicariously through people because she ain't getting none. Woo! Now that's one that got a machine. I know she got a machine over there. On super on turbocharged. All right, I gotta speed through this stuff. YTC no smoke. Pretty much is YTC. Like, yo, you let Jay Dunn like sit up there and threaten your whole chat, sitting up there and say like, if they having a disagreement or with her, because the whole thing's still with what's his name, audio clip or whatever his name is, that she could sit up there and use her mod stick. And you YTC, you just sat there, mum. Like you didn't sit up there and say nothing. Now I know what you doing. You sit up there and say, okay, I'm not gonna say anything because I know how to do what Jay done. I just know not to publicly challenge her, to keep her at bay. So I know that was all about. But damn, your whole chat was like, yo, you gonna let this woman sit up here and threaten all of us because we may have a difference in opinion for what she wants us to have. Like that was crazy. Well, I know how you trying to deal with her, YTC. I know how you try to deal with her. Agent says, I think her 8 subs love her. Just saying. Well, they could be 8 different channels. You never know. Child, Shadon Sanders, why you didn't get drafted? Anyway, this trolling gonna get his Rollins, Sunny, Bosses, Ken. All right, so I'm gonna combine all that together. Listen, y'all, this whole thing about this trolling, y'all, the way y'all talk to people and stuff like that. I know we this new person audio clip or audio phone or whatever his name is. I don't know, but that way y'all keep playing is gonna get somebody hurt. It's going to get someone hurt. I'm because everybody don't play that way. And y'all, the way these YNs be doing this stuff to they trolling, they mad disrespectful with it. And y'all may sit up there and key. I guess another YN know that another YN is ha ha he, but that don't play with everybody. That don't roll with everybody. And this new thing is though somebody gonna roll up on somebody. I'm just telling you, somebody gonna catch somebody somewhere and they gonna see it's not a game. And Lemon got a tendency of being mad disrespectful too. And I don't know, like, is this new thing where y'all think it's funny to come at people 100% and then be like, nah, I'm just playing nah. Because I feel like the words you speak are with intent. That's how I feel. Because none of y'all sit up there and laugh or joke when y'all be doing this trolling. Y'all be hot and heated and be mentioning everything under the sun that's true and relevant. That's what I'm saying. None of y'all come with no comedic flair with y'all to diffuse the tension of the moment. Y'all come hot and heavy, and when it's hot and heavy, then people might start coming with the heat. I'm just saying. So this new thing of y'all sitting up there going at each other, then pulling back and saying, "Oh, we just trolling." I'm like, that don't fly with me because I'm not keen on disrespect. That might be some new school tactic y'all using, but nah, that's a real world tactic that may get you hurt. The whole thing we're talking about with Ken and Sonny and Ken. So Ken Sonny really put out Ken business over there due to this audio phone guy. Um, and then like Sonny pretty much said like, Ken wife Ussy don't work, and that's why he was talking to her, and he was using self gratification methods while he was talking to her, and talking to him and all that stuff, and he ain't got no job. I was like, ooh. And then Ken was like, "Don't make me put your business down. Don't make me go at you." So I guess that virtual love affair is kind of dissipated. So yeah. So that's the YouTube news that I got for y'all. Y'all, if y'all want to check that out, I think that happened over YTC when Audiophone was over there. So yeah. So they not too good no more. Oh, they may be. You never know. With these new school people / middle school people, they might be trolling, but who knows? But yeah. All right. With that being said, child, what's up with all these trolls coming in? Diddy does, Shadow Sanders, that must be on 3, 4, 5 phones. Anyway, if you want to, that's my show for today. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture, $, Circling Ground. It'll be tremendously. What else? Oh, okay. Got no one last thing. Where I go, Dimples. Dimples. Another Jay Wilson 2.0. How are you going to be so well versed in the lower and so well versed in knowledge? Oh, hold on. We got Dimples coming through. Since we showed what Lemon Mama want to say to him. In case you didn't know, this is what Dimples look like in the streets or wherever she is or he is.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no!
Ooh, child.
All right. So Dimples, she over there. But it's like she always want to quote Bible verses and religion and church and blah 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 blah, but doing the most antithesis things of the way of the Lord. But see, I called you out on game and you were mad. You called me a bitch ass nigga. You can't call me a bitch ass nigga. You call me a right ass nigga because I was right. You tired. You tired of being a content creator. Your stamina is not amazing, right? Because you're like, oh, why Sir King want to know why I ain't doing no video? Because your stamina not amazing, right? You see how maybe you got to put time and effort into this. Or they say you disappeared because you had a procedure. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. So no, no, no. We want to see you get right with the Lord. Stop invading people's privacy to harass and humiliate when you yourself can't take it. Okay. All right, child. Anyway, talk about she over there. Talking about she ain't had never had the nerve to go in a one piece. I think she may have been envious of Brianna because Brianna was what in a one piece at the wave pool or whatever. Dimplez, you better not come out here in no one piece or no two piece. Okay, you need to stick with the Timberlands and the jeans, okay, and the sweaters that you used to. Don't come out here in no one piece and sit up here and get a whole decent what they call lewd and lascivious charge. Them at the pool trying to display your inner woman. Don't be out here trying to display your inner woman, okay, and wind up in jail, okay, with a one piece all tucked in. Oh, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. They doing too much, okay? Doing too much. All right. Thank you, Madame. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you. You know, we give acknowledgement around here. So thank you so much, Madame Scorpio. We appreciate you and your support to the channel. Thank you very much.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
Thank you again, Madame Scorpio. Now, see, Klondike, that's not right. That's not fair. Leave Lady Dimplez alone. But see, the Klondike, did you see what she said to me in her video? Do you see the community post that she's asking me about Lemon's information, about the platinum chat? Do you see all that? See, those things you have to take into account as to why Sir King is responding and making this kind of commentary. How has Sir King been approached or harassed or maybe defamed to make him come and do this light on Dimplez? You have to take that into account before you jump to someone who won't jump to your defense. Okay, I'm just saying. Thank you, Ray Black. I'm glad I can't lie too. See, I come live instead of going to the gym, which plagues a lot of people in this sector. Oh my God! All right. With that being said, Lemon's mama's gonna take us out. Like she's trying to take his ass out the house. I'm gonna make her move. All right. With that being said, y'all have a great day. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $ Sir King Crown. It'll be tremendously appreciated because StreamYard has hit me up again for that damn money. But I'm trying to start them off as much as I can. Klondike says great live SK, even though I was late. Oh wait, no. Oh, okay. All right. Well, everything's a matter of opinion. All right. With that being said, Little Mama gonna take us out. All right. All right. She wants some gone and the dog too. Bye, y'all.
Get everybody out my house, but it's Crip style. Watch how I get about my house, y'all. Get out. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Get the fuck. Get the fuck. Get the fuck up in my house, nigga. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Nigga, Crip cut. Get the fuck up on my house, nigga.
Oh, hell no.
Nigga, Crip cut. Get the fuck up on my house, nigga. Huh?
Asia, you are so right. StreamYard is a real pimp. It sure is. YouTube don't even charge that much to sit up here and watch videos all day commercial free. Right? Asia, how you gonna sit up here and more than double the fee? How I go from $15 to now $50 a month? So you're right. They're the real pimp in this thing. And then if you don't pay, they'll slowly torture you and limit the features you could use. Anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take care. Asian just made me sad. Asian remind me of that lady that tried to lure me over with the bananas and the pancakes and the sausage. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all. Ooh, child. See y'all later. Take care.
Just like the owl comes out at night, my coochie comes out late at night.